This is just a small selection of my jelly printed papers, and I can tell you my stash of jelly printed papers is growing bigger and bigger. So today I want to use up some of them. So come and join me when I show you 3 quick and easy projects for using up your beautiful jelly printed papers. Hi, I'm Susanne from Susie's Journal Adventure and welcome to a new adventure in and with my journals. So in my last video I showed you how I made these fun papers. I used some masks that I cut out from cardboard, and if you're interested in the whole process and the different steps, then please check out my latest video. I will link the video down for you in the description box, as well as the whole playlist with all the jelly printing related videos that I made in the last time. I have a huge pile of these gorgeous jelly printed papers. I just grabbed the last ones that I made and added some that I had already in my stash. For example, this vellum paper with a jelly print, or this block printed paper. I think they are all so much fun. Then this is also a jelly print. I don't know what I did here. I guess I tried a image transfer, but it didn't work out, obviously, because the paper was not suitable. And yeah, let's dive right into the 3 quick and easy projects that I want to show you to use up some of these. So for the first project, I grabbed my art journal. I'm currently working in it with different media. These are some of the pages that I already made. And I highly recommend to have such a journal on your studio desk while jelly printing, because what I always do is, let me quickly search for the page, that I roll my brayer onto the pages when I want to get rid of the rest of the paint. And that way you already get a great background as a starting point for a new art journal page. And that's what we love, don't we? Because we don't want to have blank pages. At least I don't want to have them, because they're not very inviting to me. But this is. And today I want to do a quick abstract collage using up some jelly prints. So I'm looking for a white spread. Okay, let me use this page here. And what I want to do is, I want to grab some of my jelly prints and select some of the pages . I think these colors would be great together. So the idea is to pick some of the pages, and in the next step I want to cut them down into pieces and then glue them onto the journal page to get a really cool abstract collage. Let's take these 2 pages here. How about this one? What do we think about this turquoise and the blue? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I love this blue together with these colors. So let's take this page as well. And then I think I also want to pick the black one. Where is it? It's here. Okay, let's not overthink it. We have these papers, and now I want to cut them down into strips so that I can later on glue them down here to fill the whole page, maybe one page, and I will spontaneously decide if I want to make the whole spread or if I want to have another design here on the left page. So what I need now is an X-Acto knife or a utility knife, whatever you want to call it, and a ruler and maybe a pencil. I grab my first paper and I want to make sure that I cut the strips straight. So I line the paper up with the grid here on my cutting mat. You could do this by having the paper flipped so that you don't see the design. That's always so much fun. But in this case, I want to cut the strips when I see what I cut or where I cut. And I don't have a plan at this stage. I don't know what the result looks like in the end, or what I want the result to look like. I'm just following my gut and cutting up the paper intuitively. But you can see here I'm lining up my ruler with the grid and the paper as well, so that I have straight strips. Okay, I think I have the feeling that's okay for the moment. I will grab another paper, and I really love this blue here. I can already see, I think I won't use all of the papers. Maybe I will stick to these two here. I'm always working totally intuitively. I think we all have to plan and think all the time, like, you know, 24/7. So for me, art making is, or has to be, the opposite. I don't want to think at all. I think even lining this up here and making sure that I cut straight is nearly too much for me. I'm grabbing my journal because I have the feeling that's okay for the moment with cutting. And now I really want to have pretty, you know, straight edges here. And I want to I want to combine these pieces like puzzle pieces. Well, let's do a whole spread. So it helps when you have some kind of a dynamic on your page. So like this one here, you instantly get the connection between the two pages. You know, the whole spread is connected because we have this ochre or mustard yellow here and there. So how about this one here? Then this portion is too big. To protect me from overthinking, I will glue this down. I'm using my art glitter glue. I often get questions about the glue that I use when I post a new reel on Instagram. Well, this is clogged, obviously. Okay. And I must admit, this is my go-to glue for like you know, nearly everything. My second go-to glue is the Collage medium, this matte gel medium. But for this paper, this is a thicker one, 160 GSM. I will link this paper for you down below. I feel like this is not strong enough. I mean, this would be strong enough, but this feels better with this paper for me. So as you can see, I'm not overlapping here. Let's see what this will look like. I will just make a mark here. Okay. A few minutes ago I said let's not go over the middle of the page or the spread, and now I'm doing it. That's my intuition. Then we want to have some black here. So this is like putting together pieces of a puzzle. I think I love this mustard yellow here. What do we think? I will stand up from my chair and I'm looking through the camera. That way you often see things that you don't see when you sit on your table. I think I like it better this way around. And I think it is because of this black line here. I think this is more harmonious. I really love it. And I think this blue together with these colors here is not a combination that you would have chosen in another project, but I like the blue here. It is on the one hand more calm because there are no patterns on it and no marks, but on the other hand it is, yeah, you know, popping out. Isn't this beautiful? A quick project. I mean, you have to cut, that's the most work, but yeah, I really love it. And you immediately have another journal page filled when you have your Gelliplate printing papers on hand. And yeah, these things, these paper scraps, of course, are perfect for another project. So I will keep these. Okay, so for the next project that I want to show you, I need my tag templates. You know, I have these tags and the negative of the, you know, cardboard where I cut the tags out. And I think this is, I mean, this is a size that I really love. And this one is bigger. I use these negatives for seeing better which portion of the Gelliprint or of the paper might look good as a tag. And that's a really great way, because if you use only your tag template, then obviously I mean, you could imagine, okay, this is this part of the paper underneath, but you don't see it. And I highly recommend to not throw away the negatives. I mean, look at that. Look how fun this tag would look like. You immediately see, for example, this one here. This is beautiful. I really love this color combination. And I'm really tempted, although we already used these colors in our art journal project that I showed you, I'm really tempted to use it again. Oh, this is fun as well. Let's see, I have a stamped image that I cut out a few days ago. And I think I want to use it. Look how fun. Look how fun this is. I'm already overthinking it. I feel it. No. Let's go with this one. So what I want to do first is, I think this is a photo paper 120 GSM, I guess. So I will glue this onto a thicker cardboard. I will later on, I guess, sew around the edges of the tag so it doesn't bother me if the glue is not everywhere. And I think I want to keep these white spots here, or the white pattern. Yes. I'm just tracing this as it is. And I'm cutting it out. Okay, I have this rectangular shape from the Gelliprints that I cut, you know, for the project before. And I feel like I want to glue this down here so that this beauty can sit on this blue. And blue is, of course, perfect in combination with yellow. And now I think, oh, well, I have my fabric scraps here. And I want to add some texture. How about if we add some fabric underneath as well? Or here? No. That's not better, I guess. No, that's not better. Maybe this one. That's too small. That one's better. And it already has these frayed edges. I love them. Yes, let's not overthink it. I will just glue this down. I'm using my art glitter glue here as well. For such tiny fabric scraps, this is perfect. In the next step, I will sew around the tag with a white thread. Okay, I sewed around it with a wonky stitch, and now I want to add some white thread as well underneath the stamped image, just for the fun, you know. Oh, I just remember I have these foam glue thingies that I can put here in between to glue her down and to keep a little bit of distance. Let me grab them. These are the, you know, foam glue, I don't know, things. Let me zoom you in a little bit. Well, they are so sticky. Should have done this before. I hate this so much. Peeling off these papers from the back side of a sticker. This is so annoying. Oh, perfect. So I will punch a hole here now. Okay. I will, of course, add some of this as a tag topper. Oh, I lost a part of this fabric. Well, that's okay. So this is our tag. So much fun. So let me quickly show you the last project. For the third and last project, I want to make a super fun coin envelope. It's been a long time since I made my last one, so I hope I still know how to do it, but I'm very optimistic. Maybe let's use this great paper here. So I'm doing it without measuring, and for the coin envelope you just eyeball, or I just eyeball how wide I want it to be. I think I want to cut it off here. So I'm lining it up with the grid again. We won't throw this away, of course. Okay, then I fold it so that the two ends of the paper overlap, because this is where we will later on glue it together. Just fold it down, make a nice crease here. Yeah, that's okay. Then I want to decide which design I want to have on top and on the bottom. I think I want to have this as a flap. So this is the top part. I'm opening it again. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's okay. So now I just cut into these creases a little bit. Let me tell you, this is approximately 3.5 centimeters. Okay, then we cut the flaps a little bit in angle. And this as well, just a little bit. So then we can already fold this up and we can check if everything is okay. Yes, that's perfect. And we need to do a similar thing for the top part. And I think I want to cut a little bit more than 3.5 because this is going to be the flap with which I close the coin envelope. So let's maybe do 4.5 centimeters. Maybe we cut it down a little bit more because that way it is later on easier to put something into the coin envelope. Okay. And then I want to have a, round shape for the flap. So I open the envelope again. I fold the one side over to the other side, but I don't make a crease here. I just want to cut the same shape here. This is a little bit difficult. Let's do it like so, Susanne. That's much more easier. Yeah. So let's see what it looks like. Perfect. I love it. That's perfect. So I'm thinking about rounding this edge. No, I won't do it. So will we glue it like so or like so? I think like so. So we can glue everything together, but before we do this, I can decide if I want to have a design here as well, because we will see this, of course, and I think yes. So I will use a rest of the paper. I line it up. I'm using this as a template. Cut it down. Perfect. I glue it down. And then, of course, it is thicker. Well, let's cut the excess off here a little bit. Of course, this is thicker now, but that's okay. And you know what? Before I glue this together, I will sew around. Or will I sew around after glue? I mean, you could sew around the whole template now and then glue this together. This would mean you could have here a nice sewing, you could see the sewing thread here as well. Or you could glue this down now and then go over with your sewing machine here and on the bottom. I think I will go around with my sewing machine now. Okay, I went over it with my sewing machine with a white thread. You can hardly see it. I think a black thread would also have been so much fun, but to be honest, I was too lazy to switch the thread. Ooh, I love the texture. You could even glue this together like so. I think, yeah. I think I'll glue it down this way. So make sure that you don't get any glue into the inside so that you don't glue it together. Oh, I forgot this part here. So what do we do as a closure? I think I'm just adding an eyelet here as well. So I would have loved to add a black eyelet that has this size, but oh, how actually I don't dislike it. I mean, this is metal. You know, I think this is cute, but a little bit too small. I will add this one here. Cute. And of course we need a closure. So how about this fabric scrap here? Oh, this is so hard. Usually they tear so easily, but it depends on the direction of the thread and how the fabric is, you know, how the threads of the fabric are woven into each other. And so you usually can tear these cotton fabrics in two directions, I guess, but this is somehow weird. So I have to cut it, and then I hope that this is long enough. Yes, that's okay. So I will make a knot here, or shall I make a knot here? Yeah, that's cute. Or I could make some knots here. So that this can't come through the hole of the eyelet. Let's make a knot more. Okay, this should be okay. Oh, this is slightly, I would love it to be more, to be a little bit longer, so let's just tie this together. Okay. Now it's too long. Okay, perfect. How fun is this? I mean, you can use it like so, but to be honest, I really love this side more. Maybe we can even close it like so. Oh, that's even better. That's better. Now we have, yeah. How fun. So, okay, and can you see this? This matches even this spread that we made. Ooh, gorgeous. I have a lot of fun creating with my Gelliprints. I hope you too. And thank you so much for watching again, or thank you for watching for the first time if you're new on my channel. Have a lovely day. See you next time. Bye.